Do you guys like deep, deep water? You know, so deep that the light is not there. Maybe shadows, at best, are sort of glistening the light. This dark has power. And welcome to the world of Scorpio. Scorpio's full moons are revelatory, and they kind of like look into the hidden bones and the underpinnings of things. It is like one foreseeing the energetic spine of an issue. Scorpio really cannot be destroyed. At least they're not going to let you do it. If they have to sting, if anybody's to sting them, it's going to be them stinging themselves. So this full moon is going to start on April 29th, tomorrow, Sunday, at 3:11 a.m. It's going to be very psychic moon because it is like resident of Scorpio. So pay attention to your instincts. Think how Scorpio would think. If you're kind of feeling some type of way about anybody or anything, kind of don't ignore it. You have to pay attention to your red flags, but also to your green lights, right? It's going to be a very kind of like peak day when secrets could be revealed. I can't wait to turn on the news tomorrow. It's going to be fun, 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 and I'm staying at home. Something might come to the surface, like plus minus 5 days, right? And it could prove to be transformational in some way. We don't actually have to necessarily find it right on that day because, you know, Scorpio is also very secretive. But it's going to turn out that this is like when it was revealed or found. But keep in mind, on the other side of that coin is, if you have a secret, you don't want to out-zip your lip. While others maybe would reveal their hand, you keep your cards closed up your sleeves and nothing. Fly under the radar as much as you can. The moon in Scorpio promises intense emotions. Everyone is going to be kind of like hyper aware and 1,000 times more sensitive than usual. Snowflake times 1,000. Keep that in mind, which means things could flare up in an instant. Passions can get inflamed, bridges get burned, and that can kind of go actually either way depending on the situation and who is involved. But if you want to get it on, have at it. But if you're kind of like looking to get into confrontation, watch that things don't escalate. So lastly, full moons are excellent for letting go. And this intense moon, which loves to brood and hold on, is potent for release and forgiveness. If you're dealing with some kind of like heavy situation, under this influence, you'll be shocked actually how much lighter you will feel. It is like, this is off my shoulder, right? It can feel frightening to let go of that, grudge, habit, ex, old wound, but the deep healing that will take will be well worth the effort when you find the courage to say, enough! So, this is not as simple this time though, just like full moon in Scorpio. We also have Jupiter retrograde also in Scorpio. Well, Jupiter is, as you heard in my introduction, like the few tunes. Let me do it a little bit again. Drum roll. Yes, that Jupiter, the bringer of joy. So this year, the main theme of Jupiter retrograde is poisoning your personal value system and morals that affect your physical health. Just like the current moon phase, Jupiter retrograde signals the right time to start detox. So it is time to purify your body and your soul. So You also have to see Jupiter in your chart just to see where could be a problem to achieve goodness of the soul, and maybe something is stemming back to earlier in life. Jupiter retrograde by position and aspect shows the areas of life and also shows personality traits and behavior. Now, warning signals of Jupiter retrograde, instead of that being cheery, exuberant, I can do anything, it can actually show as greed, selfishness, gluttony, extravagance, wastefulness, and even self-righteousness. So we are talking addiction, intolerance, bigotry, ignorance, and it's also showing off and kind of, ooh, Tarzan, right? Kind of like could be things that not only can hold you back right now, but that can actually really echo like to the wildest kind of like parts of where you never thought that somebody would actually hear it, right? So Jupiter retrograde occurs every 13 months and it lasts for about 4 months. Do you really want next 13 months to affect you? So purification is going to be very important because Jupiter rules our liver, and also Unukai rules our colon, which are 2 organs most associated with detox, right? So however, because when we had the full moon for March 1st, Jupiter retrograde actually also had positive side to it, because when Jupiter sextile Pluto, this kind of like starts bringing success through positive change. So we maybe have to work toward that, because that's a natural development in life, and it comes because of Scorpio with increased power and influence. So this is the new earth, guys. Are you going to the left door or are you going to the right door? Which way will we go, right? So this is going to be until July the 10th this year, and Scorpio is going to be kind of like major influence. So this is something to really keep in mind. So if you guys don't want your next few days to look like you just like, nuked yourself, and you don't want to spend the next 4 months picking the pieces from you from all over the world, just be very careful. And it's really easy. Go inside, detox, be nice, and be good. And that's all that you need to do. So guys, I would love to know, how is this full moon and Jupiter retrograde affecting you? All the best. Love you.